stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Good afternoon everybody and welcome to the latest Elite FPL show with myself, Stevo, where I will be doing the coverage for the Aston Villa versus Chelsea game. I actually had no idea that we were going live at 4:15. I thought the kickoff was at 4:30. So I generally didn't have a clue. Paulie, if you want to jump on being the co-commentator, please, by all means, jump in the waiting room right now. Yeah, a complete shock to me, to be honest with you. I genuinely, like I said, I didn't know that this game was kicking off. And I've only just seen it was 3-0 to Sheffield United. Just, like, tragic, isn't it? But let's just quickly go over this game quickly. So Nyland starts again. The team used for Aston Villa is Nyland, Konsa, House, Mings, Target, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, Hurahan, El Ghazi, Davis and Grealish. The biggest disappointment from my point of view is you-know-who's not playing. It's a prize, a bloody prize. My differential isn't playing. Abraham. Kepa, Azpilicueta, Rudiger, Christensen, Alonso, Kante, Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek starts. Oh, okay. Mount, Giroud, Willian. There was talk maybe Giroud may start. Lots and lots and lots of people were saying that no chance, he ain't going to play. Surprise, surprise, he plays. And it just sums up, no one knows jack. No one knows nothing. And when I saw Abraham, you can see by my now, I just clear off. So frustrating. Well, straight away, Mount with an effort there, trying to find Giroud. Aston Villa are trying to get rid of it now onto Alonso. Alonso trying to find Mount trying to find a teammate, but thankfully it's come to know. So yeah, I just, as you know, well, whether you care or not, whether you do know, I get more frustrated because differentials don't pay off. Logical differentials, and there's that line again, logical. You may as well just play this game with no logic whatsoever. You really may as well play this game because it's just pointless. Very, very frustrating. I don't want to hear some garbage that people go, well, Giroud, he was playing really well beforehand. It's because Abraham was out injured. Abraham was first team striker. Doing really well. But fair play to Lampard. He's stuck to his guns. He's stuck to his guns here. He's playing Giroud, the informed striker, so to speak. And yeah, just frustrating. Very, very frustrating seeing this. And yeah, so welcome everybody. Welcome to myself covering this game. And like I said, I've only just found out that Sheffield United lost 3. I mean, I predicted 1-0 to Newcastle, for crying out loud. Once again, I keep saying this, I do pride myself on my predictions. It's the only thing that I seem to do okay at. And it is just extremely frustrating that it's Azpilicueta sending a cross in. Ooh. So, red card to Egan. Oh, don't. What? And I think I've got Egan. I've got Egan as well. Crying out loud. You got a red card, yeah. How did that happen? How did the red card happen? Someone let me know in chat. Flaming hell. When did it happen? Just tell me. Like I say, I couldn't care less about that game. I had no really interest whatsoever. And, yeah, the sprinklers have just come on. Oh, so it was 2 yellow cards. Brilliant. Waste of time. Absolute bloody waste of time. So, really now I'm just looking for Aston Villa to keep a clean sheet in this. Because I'm not wanting Chelsea to do anything. I want Grealish to... I'm going to be selfish. Like, the problem is that everybody's in the same boat as me now. Wanting Grealish to score, Target to keep a clean sheet, and if you're lucky enough to have Nyland, like FPL Boona there, you know, you're going to be wanting a clean sheet as well. I mean, I'll tell you what, I don't want to keep banging on about it, but Davy P, Christ almighty, he is going to be absolutely fuming with this. Drazera, if you want to come live on air, you're more than welcome to. If you're watching the game, you're more than welcome to come live on air and join me, keep me company for the next hour and a half or so. This game week so far has gone from, it's a bit like virtual FPL with me, it's gone for a real high and it's just completely sunk like the Titanic. Absolutely pointless now. Lundstrom didn't start, and if anybody didn't see my tweet earlier on, if you want to have a laugh, I'll bring it up. Maybe you should all retweet it. Again, let me just bring this to the attention of most people, whether you're aware or not. The reason why myself and Jason tweet in the Discord is because we need you guys to share it. We get so many people. I don't want to keep sounding like a blasted broken record, but I do find it quite ironic that we have got quite a big community, but nobody shares our stuff. Nobody on Twitter actually shares what we do. We barely get any retweets. We get no likes whatsoever. And, you know, if you kind of want us to, you know, get out there, you know, sharing our stuff would help a lot. And but anyway, yes, I tweeted this out earlier on, where essentially I did see what's his face, Lundstrom not starting. Of course he doesn't, and it's so true. What I thought, it was just an instant reaction to everything that just sums up how I felt. And if you, I say if you've got kids in the car, it doesn't matter because you won't be reading the text or anything. But if you've got kids and they're watching this on TV, I don't know why they would be. Please refrain them from staring at the screen because colourful language is going to be popping up any second now. So Lundstrom doesn't start. And this is pretty much exactly how I felt. It probably won't even come up now because it's so big. The tweet there. Come on, go up. Let's put it up here, straight now. Is it up there? Is it up on screen? Yes, it is. Literally read, Lundstrom doesn't start. My reaction. So bloody true. So bloody true. Laughable. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute, you know, he was ever going to do anything and whatnot, but there's a chance that he could have done something. But when did no one actually said when Egan was sent off, so I'll have to check to see when Egan was sent off, because like I say, I don't have a clue when specifically he was sent off. After 50 minutes. Brilliant. So is that the reason? Is that the reason then that? Is this the reason why they lost? They lost basically. Let me know in chat if that's the reason why they lost. Daniel Grant, who cares? That's my answer. Who gives a shit? There we are. I'm so. I don't like swearing on this show, but I just get so fucked off with this game sometimes. I really do. It really pisses me off. Because everything that I've done now is just, well, everybody's got the same players and nothing's going to move me up in the ranks. With a left-footed shot from Kovacic with an effort there. Ooh. You can donate, Bilal. You can cover the swear jar. £3. Send it in to me and Jason. Absolutely useless. But, yeah, Kovacic there with an effort. Give up, don't you? Give up. But, yeah, I've changed my wild card around a bit. I'll show that in a minute. Davey P saying, sorry, FPL Boone is saying Davey P is hopeless. I mean, I think I've got it bad. I think I've got it bad. People like Davey FPE. Cy Bellamy saying get rid of all Sheffield United players. Yeah, well, I've got them all gone anyway, barring one. Young entrepreneur this week has turned into trash real quick. It started so good. Yeah, exactly. Then again, it was Man City assets. That's all we care about, really. So on to FPL Little Saints is here. Wow. FPL Little Saints. Apparently Sheffield United were crap all game. Hey, Steve, a long time no see. Yeah. You're more than welcome to come live on air. Tell us all about where the hell you've been, mate. Because, Dre Zera's here. Let's see if, I'll have to unmute him. Dre Zera.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Elite FPL Sunday.
Sorry, Dre Zera, I haven't actually got my headphones in. So I'm not actually listening to anything on the stream whatsoever. Sorry, Dre Zera, say again. I didn't hear any of that.
I just said good afternoon to the stream, and thank you for having me.
Tell us about today's game.
I got Egan as well, so I was a bit disappointed over his red card nonsense. Although it was 2 yellow cards, it's understandable, but obviously as an FPL owner, you're just gutted, aren't you? So I think I've gained either 0 points or -1 point from that game.
But to be fair, he had a double game week, so
yeah. To be fair, even with the red card, Egan scored just 1 less point than Aubameyang. So no real love lost there.
Sorry, Dre's error. My goodness, Jack Gleeson. Hello from Dubai. Is that where you went to, is it? Went from Ireland. And then you've gone all the way to Dubai? Taking the piss? We haven't decided to swear on this show. It's just this game week. So, Dre's error, did you actually watch the game itself?
I listened to it on the Hangouts. We had a whole Hangout crew on Discord before, so I just listened to the game. And but based on what Paulie and co were saying, ever since the red card happened, it was all Newcastle.
So,
pointing if you own triple Sheffield United without Newcastle.
Well, everybody owns triple United. To be honest with you, it's not like we're all in the. It's not like we're not in the same boat, for crying out loud. Everybody's in the same boat. We've all got triple United, whether it's 3 defenders or whether it's defender and 2 defenders and 1 goalkeeper. It's very rare that most people have got a striker like McBurney. Some people may have had flex still though, if they didn't get the team news in time. But are you watching this game, Aston Villa vs Chelsea?
I'm watching this game on a slight delay. I think I'm like 30-40 seconds behind.
Oh, it's alright.
So I'm nowhere near as good as Paulie. Think it's 11. What time did it kick off? 4:15, yeah.
4:15, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's 12 minutes and 8 seconds. So yeah, I'm probably like 30-40 seconds behind.
The game so far, then, in your opinion, how's it going?
Not really. To me, I've only just turned it on for like a minute ago. So, but based on what I've seen, it looks it doesn't seem like either team has got a foothold yet. I think they're just searching each other out, to be fair.
You disappointed that Abraham doesn't start?
Well, I don't have Abraham, so I only have Alonso and Grealish for this game. So very gutted I feel gutted for Davy P. I mean, Davy P had Abraham and I don't know if you want to look at Davy P's team, but he's got triple Newcastle on the bench, but he hasn't got a bench boost.
Yeah, I am aware that, yes, he did play, predominantly obviously the best single game week players he thought, and like I say, I feel bad enough for myself, but it really has been a disaster for him, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, but who knows? Abraham could come on after the break and do something amazing.
Well,
could maybe.
The thing is that these players are almost certainly going to be coming on. It's a question of what time. Now, if Aston Villa, for example, actually go ahead in this game, then Lampard needs to score goals at the end of the day. And
yeah, definitely.
On a minute. El Ghazi in the penalty area. Oh, it's bounced away. And I think we've got a corner here. We've got a corner to Aston Villa.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll eventually see that.
But, so yeah, I'll bring up Davy P's team in a second. And we can see exactly what happened here. But we'll stay with you with this corner. Because I doubt it'll come to anything. Just of interest, did you see the Bournemouth game last night?
Yeah, I watched the first half.
Same here. Yeah.
And literally, Bournemouth looked a bit abject. To be fair, I think they look. If they're not going to put their act together, then I think they're going to see the championship next
we got
season.
Chelsea on the break. Willian on the break here. Sending it across. Oh, it's been easily cleared away. Absolutely hopeless.
Right. Well,
sorry,
I'm about to see the corner, guys. As G-Wiz has just mentioned in chat, I'm a minute behind. Let's go.
G-Wiz, if you want to come live on air, in fact, there he is there.
There he is.
He is actually in the live thing now. If you want to speak, G-Wiz, by all means. But yeah, Dreisera, last night's game, I watched the first half. Bournemouth looked absolutely toothless. At first I thought, they got something about them here. David Brooks looked pretty lively, and then once the goal went in, well, it's a fantastic free kick.
It was. But yeah, I mean, seems to me that any team that's playing against Bournemouth, definitely just check your team. If they're playing teams like Bournemouth, then if they're going to act like that every game, then there's going to be a lot of points up for grabs.
Good God, I've got David P's team up on screen. Hayden got sick. What, he got an assist, did he?
He did.
God, I mean, mine, when your luck's not in, I mean, that is... Oh, my God. Ouch. That is awful. This is possibly... I mean, Jimenez coming through last night, Doherty coming through, but Vardy won 2 points. Leno, well, disaster there. I mean, to be fair, Salah, Mane, Trent Alexander-Arnold could absolutely tear it up tomorrow. Jimenez doing well, Doherty... It's really... Well, actually, all his eggs are in one basket now with Abraham, Mount and Alonso. He's only actually got Chelsea, Liverpool... Wolves and
that's
Leicester.
it. And the thing is that if Man City run riot over Burnley, then I think if I was Davy P, I'd hide behind the sofa.
Yeah, yeah. But you were touching on the fact that Bournemouth, if they play anything like that again, you may as well get any player versus them to play against them, maybe even captain them. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but Norwich as well. Maybe I've seen the highlights to them, and they are looking absolutely hopeless too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's just always fascinating to see these teams for Project Restart. It shows you who's off and running and who's a bit cagey and who's ready for the fight. Yeah. Ooh.
Are you? I'm stating the blinking obvious, but looking forward to tonight's game.
Oh, Liverpool, Everton. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've got in my team, I've got Mane and Trent in my team, so I'm excited not only as a Liverpool fan, but from an FPL fan perspective. Absolutely, I am.
Zap YA saying I need Grealish to score with an assist from Mings or target. Yeah.
Davey P has just said in chat, pretty much lost all competitive interest this season. I genuinely mean this. Davey P, I keep offering you to come on. Jason is exactly saying, come on, talk about it. Tell us everything about this game. You can swear if you want. I've already broke the thing, so if anybody wants to, donate 50p to the stream, that's how much we're getting for the. But Davey P, you're more than welcome to come live on air and tell us about what has happened this game week. We want to talk. Can't be bothered to be reading this nonsense and chat and everything. I want to hear what's going on. But so, what are you actually?
Like to hear from him.
Sorry, G-Wiz?
I'd definitely like to hear his thoughts on it and see what he's saying.
Yes, so do I. Because there's no point in letting people in chat do all the talking for him and letting like people like Boone having a go and stuff. Defend yourself. I'd fucking come on and do it. Crying out loud. Come on. Have a laugh. Get your frustrations out with certain players. But then again, I keep saying this, to be fair. Jimenez, Doherty, Leno. Hold on. With Mason Mount with an effort there. He had an effort, but it's been put away by Nyland there. It's been put round. Oh. You'll be able to see that in a second. James Drury here. James, I was listening to your podcast this morning with Flapjack, and I apologise who the other guy was. I forget his name now, but really enjoyed that. Saying, William, come on, William, he's in my team. Just dipped in all the best. You've missed all the swearing.
Oh.
Gee whiz, what happened there with Mason Mount?
He got a nice ball in, like Willian was on the right-hand side, drifted into the corner of just outside the corner of the right-hand side of the penalty box, passed it centrally into the midfield, where Mount had a shot which Nyland made a meal of and saved.
Yeah, I just saw the shot right there. Mount with the driving left shot. It was kind of central. Nyland should save that. He did. He made it look a bit harder than it did, but yeah, he did save it. And yeah, and the whole chat is saying that Davey P should talk as well.
I agree. I completely agree. Gee whiz, last night you thankfully, with thanks more to the point, joined us for almost 5 hours. I mean, ironically, you were on longer than me, really, to be honest with everybody. But in all seriousness, we went off air. It was Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace. Your thoughts on that game?
It was... Well, all I can sort of get out of that game is that Bournemouth have made my list of teams to target, whoever's playing against them. For now, that is, because we've only had 90 minutes of football, really. Some teams ain't even had 90 minutes of football. So I'm going to still wait until see what happens next week, and then the week after look to wildcard, I think, or maybe the week after that.
Fish saying Jimenez captain versus Bournemouth. Well, talking of Jimenez, gee whiz, I was James. If you're still listening, if nobody knows who James Drury is, he's one of the hosts of the FPL Surgery. But anyway, he I've completely lost my trail of thought. Well, anyway, he gave me some ideas about a wild card moving forward. And interestingly enough, gee whiz, I've actually... Oh, that was it. They were talking about Rashford and the fact that he's not on penalties kind of loses his appeal. So I've gone down the United defensive route, gee whiz, and I'll bring up my team now, and I'll be able to read it out on audio for you. So I've actually gone with... This is my latest wildcard team. I've got rid of double Wolves defence. So I had Bowley and Doherty. And I'm going with Wan-Bissaka and Doherty. And I've gone Martial Fernandez and up top Jimenez and Jota. I've gone with Bergwijn as well. So my team here is Pope, Doherty, Wan-Bissaka, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bergwijn, De Bruyne, Mane, Fernandez, Martial, Jimenez, Jota. And then on the bench, MacArthur, Lascelles, and Nketiah, and then I'll be getting rid of Egan for whoever. So, yeah, I'm going down the... Here we go, it's the ice cream truck, everybody. Talk for a second, gee whiz. I'm going to quickly close the window, but your thoughts on me going with Jimenez, Bergwijn, and more importantly, Wan-Bissaka, because you're doubling up, aren't you, with Man United?
Well, I've gone with... My 3 Man United assets are De Gea, Maguire, and Fernandez. I just don't trust the attack, and I don't trust the defence. Don't get me wrong, I don't trust the whole team. But those fixtures, if they can just pull themselves together and get out some sort of half decent results, then there could be 4 or 5 clean sheets left in them until the end of the season.
I mean, well, Daniel Grant is saying, have you seen Maguire letting people run by? What would you say to that, G Wiz?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I agree with G Wiz, to be honest with you. I'm kind of... I'm sorry to keep banging on about this, but I am kind of comparing this game to virtual FPL. The thing with virtual FPL is that the way you kind of did well at it was essentially you just looked at who had green fixtures and you kind of did all right, and then you kind of could work out, give or take, that if a team was rubbish defensively, i.e. Man U, you just avoided them. However, they were very good attack. So Martial, Fernandez, Rashford, you could easily triple up on them. They were fantastic. But if you left Rashford out, for example, it wasn't too bad because he was hit or miss. But certainly from a defensive perspective, you didn't really need to have them in. But in a real life perspective... like G Wiz has just been saying, they've got to, shouldn't they, G Wiz? I mean, they were saying on the FPL Surgery, they released it the other day, but I only heard it this morning. But they were just saying, at the end of the day, they should be keeping clean sheets.
It reminds me of when Oli Gunnar Solskjaer first got the job, and their fixture run from when he was first appointed, I think the first 8 or 9 games were just absolutely amazing. You know, like teams like Brighton, Cardiff, you know, that kind of thing. And it kind of reminds me of that, because when I look at their fixtures until the end of the season, if they can't keep at least a minimum of 3 clean sheets out of that lot, then they truly are trash.
Drazera?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to add here. I mean, G-Wiz is on the money. I mean, this should be the period where Man United should get some points in defence, but if they don't, then get in the bin.
Boona's here. Good afternoon, Boona.
Afternoon, buddy. How you doing?
I'm all good. Before you continue, I just want to say, ZapYA, thank you for the screenshot there of I don't even know who that is. That's my lack of football knowledge. I don't have a clue. I'm not going to guess who that is. But thank you for the screenshot there. Boona, you've been.
So I was just going to say, before we say hello to Boona, hello Boona, by the way, I just wanted to say, regarding the Man United fixtures, we're talking about teams like Sheffield United, Brighton, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Southampton, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Leicester is the only sort of challenge out of all of those games that I can sort of see, defensive-wise, if you see what I mean.
Can I ask as well, Notorious Nerd saying Maguire is due a goal, hopefully from a Fernandes, whatever. But the point being is that, would you rather take Maguire or Wan-Bissaka? I've only got Wan-Bissaka in for his assist probability and the potential, or would you rather go with the safety of Maguire?
I just went for safety, to be honest.
Do you think that's what I should do?
Yeah. Hashtag play your own game, Steve-o, mate.
Boona, Davey Pease essentially just said that he doesn't want to come on until after the game week. So basically, that's what, Tuesday.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, no, that's a fair comment.
Yeah, I mean, he's saying that now, but after this game week, he probably won't want to come on at all. But each their own. Yeah, interesting conversation you're having there regarding the United defenders. I haven't actually considered a defender myself yet. I am considering triple attack though, but we'll go on to that in a second. Between Wan-Bissaka and Maguire, Maguire's obviously got aerial threat and more of an attacking threat. Wan-Bissaka's a BPS magnet, so personally I'd side with Wan-Bissaka. I can't see him getting much assists or anything like that, but BPS, he's always up there.
Boona, Bergwijn. He's the big talking point at the moment. For someone like myself, I'm picking him ahead of Harvey Barnes, as an example. I'm just thinking that, again, sorry to keep going on about it, but instead of talking about Planet FPL, I'm talking about FPL surgery today. They were talking about the fact that at the end of the day, Leicester have actually been out of form over the last 10 games. Well, I'm sure, G-Wiz, you may have mentioned that yesterday. I just thought, you know what? Out of form, drew against Watford. I'm not really interested. But Bergwijn in for Harvey Barnes, do you think that's a wise decision as a Tottenham fan? What do you think on that?
No, I prefer Harvey Barnes. I mean, Bergwijn, yeah, he scored, but he didn't do anything brilliant. His price is okay. I guess that's why people are considering him for a so-called top 4 or top 16, whatever you want to call it these days. Personally, I prefer Harvey Barnes. I know, obviously, his minutes are usually managed, but he's quite an explosive player when he wants to be, and his form before COVID was pretty strong, and their fixtures are quite nice too. I'd side with Harvey Barnes and bank the cash personally. If I was looking at a Spurs asset, I mean, obviously, as you know, I've got 2. I'd only consider Son if I had to right now, personally.
Son? Hold on. William with an effort there. G-Wiz. Drazera, I know you won't see it for a while. We'll get your thoughts in a second, but G-Wiz, tell us about what happened just then.
Nothing really, to be honest, Steve-o. The ball just... William was just going down the right-hand side and flashed across over the penalty, the 6-yard box. Everyone missed it.
Okay,
yeah, including Tammy Abraham.
Including the defenders.
You surprised by this team news, Boona, regarding Giroud starting ahead of Abraham?
Yeah, I am a little bit surprised, actually, because Frank quite likes his youth, so I'm surprised he's not gone with him. I don't know, it's a bit weird, because obviously...
Hold on a minute! Mason Mount swinging it across there.
How is your radio quicker than real life TV? That's mad, because I'm not watching it on. I'm not watching it.
It's something I can't remember. Jason explained. It's something to do with the transmission or some
Interesting.
Like,
And here's me just seeing the Willian flash forward just now.
I
Oh, the one that happened last year? Yeah, that's right, that's right.
can't wait
the
to
one.
see the hang on a minute compilation from this video.
Alonso looks like he's Oh, I thought there was a corner. No, Alonso just walked over to the corner flag. I thought he was going to take a corner, but he's just taken a short throw in. And they seem to be steadily working their way into the middle of the...
Cleared.
Yeah, it's a bit... How do you find it, Boone? I find it a bit...
I tell you what, Villa are
Disjoint-
defending really well.
Hold on!
Villa
Wait! Oh, we have an effort there.
Oh my
my
days.
days. All I'm going to say is that's a second save from Nyland. Let's go, baby.
Tell us about
When
what
you
happened
see
there.
that save, when you see that save, you're going to wonder how he's ever made a living as a professional goalkeeper.
That was worse than the howler against Sheffield United.
I mean,
I'm
call
not
it a howler,
gonna
but
lie to you. For anyone who hasn't got TV pictures, if you
Ooh,
Ooh.
good effort. Good effort,
yeah,
Ghazi.
good effort from Villa there. If you imagine a cricketer on one knee waiting to feel the ball that's travelling towards him along the ground,
Without swinging, the ball had no
and
swing
then
on
he
it.
fumbles it to the right hand side of him, and it
I
almost
just seen
goes
it.
before.
Yeah.
That was Nyland.
Wow, that is.
Rumor has it, Dre Zero has just seen Nyland's fumble against Sheffield
I've
United.
just seen it. Yep, I've seen it. It looks as if he was a wicket keeper and he's literally dropped the ball after somebody bowled a delivery. Yeah, it seemed like that. Oh my days.
Ooh.
On the Harvey Barnes point, I think it was either Harbour Boy or somebody else mentioned. Somebody says that that Barnes might thrive in a crowd. So I don't know if that will affect things, but then again, what barometer do you have? Because Harvey Barnes weren't really that good, according to what people said against Watford.
I've got a
Maddison.
few.
What
I
about
like
Maddison? He looked a bit lively.
I liked him. Yeah, I thought he looked really good that game.
Hmm.
Like, maybe really good to pushing it, but he looked decent. I like Maddison. He's tempting.
We've had
Somebody.
Yeah, go for it, Dre.
I was just gonna say, somebody mentioned in the chat saying, what about Sarr for Watford? Because Sarr was good against Leicester, and he's in my thoughts.
I only found out this morning that, a bit like with every football match really, but I only found out this morning that Leicester scored in. Hold on. Oh, an effort there, Boona. Gee whiz, what happened there?
Yeah, so whoever's on the left wing's just pinged it across. I think it was McGinn. Someone's gone to head it up front, and it's just gone wide off the right-hand side. But yeah,
it was McGinn. Yeah.
Aston Villa on top then at the moment. Then are they really pushing for this? It was just an open-end
Nah,
game.
they're not. They're attacking on the counter.
No.
One thing I did notice though is Grealish is some positions are like way closer to the goalkeeper than the half circle line. What's he doing?
That's what.
They know that's the only way they can win this is by shutting up shop in defence and then hoping for a sucker blow towards the end. The team's not strong enough otherwise. They're going to score and then here we go.
To be fair to Villa, though, they do look decent going forward. It's just the quality in the last third just doesn't result in anything.
Ooh.
There could be an injury there.
Yeah,
Giroud's
tell us
down,
about that. Giroud down.
Courtney-
No.
Courtney House has just gone into the back of Giroud. He's holding his back on the floor, but I think he'll be fine. He doesn't look too serious.
The referee's called for the stretcher.
Any news on Josh King last night? Is it serious or is he okay?
Not heard anything more.
No, he's
Giroud's
getting to his
back.
feet.
I
You
can't
stay
wait
on
for
that pitch.
I can't wait for Tammy to come on in the 89th minute.
Well, someone mentioned that earlier on in the 89th minute after Aston Villa win 1-0 with a Grealish goal. I would love that to happen. Unlikely, but
That would be amazing. I would totally salute that. It may even prompt me to go down the road and get a posh bottle of orange.
posh bottle of orange.
Oh, Now the question is, G-Wiz, are you more? Do you prefer it with the juicy bits, or do you prefer it just smooth? The orange
Oh
juice.
well, I was speaking Bucks Fizz, but if we're talking pure orange juice,
Yeah.
then no. I like it without the bits. Thank you very
Right,
much.
you just like it smooth and chill. Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough.
Smooth, chilled, tasty. But for some reason, I don't know why, but orange juice seems to make me thirsty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Chelsea will need to put on some subs early in the second if this stays the way it is, because they've
Why are
got
you
lots of
saying that,
possession,
Luna?
but they're not doing anything extravagant with the possession. Lots of balls in, aimless to no one. I think they need to go. They're going to route. They're going. What's that word? When they go straight to
Route one.
just route one. That's the one.
Hold on.
But
Wait, Mount playing a 1-2 with somebody.
Aspie, and it's cleared.
Easily cleared.
But this is what
In
I'm saying.
fact,
They need Tammy on. They do need Tammy on.
Mm.
Minx has got Giroud in his back pocket all day long here.
Lewis Kirkby, drinks, food, and impressions. FPL. Fire talk. I have Doherty
and-
first sub. Need Tammy to stay on. Obviously not going to happen. So Maximin.
To finish up on that note as well, I find that apple juice quenches the thirst more for me than orange juice.
That's interesting.
Cameron Warcliffe, how many people have hit 100 yet? I swear so many have. Well, I haven't.
No.
Daniel Grant saying, is St. Maximin worth looking at for the next 3 games?
Hold on.
Cleared. It's all good.
Oh,
Foul.
Whistle's
Free
gone.
kick. Yeah. Right. How many saves is Nyland on? 2, I think he is, isn't it?
2, I believe.
I think, yeah, last 10 minutes possession. Chelsea's got 90% of possession the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they only came up about half an hour ago.
Yeah.
You saw I just paint the picture for all those not watching, or all those that are further behind time than me.
Yeah, talking of St. Maximin and the Newcastle game, did you watch it, Boona?
I watched this. Yeah, I watched about 3/4 of the game. It was a good game. No, I'm joking. It wasn't really. Obviously, thank God I didn't have Egan. That would have been painful.
Was it the Egan red card?
So I was listening to it on the radio at the time that Egan got sent off. So it was interesting hearing all the different reactions to it. We had the likes of, oh no, and then we had like yes, and obviously I was on the yes category. So that was fun. But
I was in the oh no category.
Yeah, I heard it was 2 yellow cards. I'm not sure how cynical. Apparently, one was for smashing the ball out of someone's hand, which was a bit stupid.
But I guess that means that Jack.
Yeah, Loftus Cheek sliding in there. Gee whiz.
Oh, Chelsea getting closer. Yeah, Mount
I think
with the ball in.
Mason Mount again.
Yeah, he's very involved.
Yeah.
Very involved.
Dashing down the right hand side. Pass 1, pass 2, crosses it in, flashes past the right hand post where I think it was RLC.
Yeah.
Adam Wheeler is mentioning Stevens bottled it for the first goal. What's that all about?
Oh, wait till you see this. It's howler of. In fact, it actually beats the Nyland howler. That's how bad it
can't.
is.
Surely not.
I'm telling you. Ask chat if you don't believe me.
No, they said the same, mate. I haven't seen it though.
Honest to God, I'll try and explain it. It's like the ball was going down the left-hand side.
On a minute, we got Alonso on the break here. Big chance. Oh, it's taking too long.
Nah, he's doing nothing.
He's rubbish.
You could see before he got the ball that he wasn't going to do anything with it. Do you see what I mean by that, Boona?
Yeah. He didn't look. Alonso, you're on about. Yeah, he didn't compose there.
Yeah, I know he's trying to stay on side and everything, but even bearing that in mind, he didn't look like, I want this ball. I want this ball.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
He was never set. there.
No. He was always in a dawdle mode rather than attacking down the wings sort of mode.
Mind if I deviate from this match for a second, chaps? I just want to get your thoughts, Steve-O. What's your thoughts on the United assets then? More from an attacking perspective, because I'm weighing up United attackers versus Leicester attackers right now. Right. And United against that Sheffield United defence without Egan, without Henderson, really screams out.
And from my point of view, I'm looking at it from a point of view of, do I want to go triple United attack or 2 attackers and 1 defender? From my point of view, I think I'd rather spread it and go with 2 midfielders and... Hold on a minute. Along with Martial, he's playing... He's basically playing... Martial looks like he's up front, isn't he? Playing that false number 9.
He is.
Yeah, and I think, like G-Wiz said yesterday, I think that they've got to keep some clean sheets over the next 3 or 4 games. They've got to. So I think I'm in the camp of Fernandes is a must-have, and then it's a case of which of the 2 other combinations you want. Do you want Martial and Rashford, or do you want Rashford and Wan-Bissaka, or do you want Martial and Wan-Bissaka, or whatever defender you choose between? I think that going triple United attack, I don't know, Rashford doesn't exactly inspire me with confidence personally. What about you, Drazera? Rashford, does he inspire with confidence? Do you think that you'd rather...
See, so I've already made my transfer for the next game week. I've taken Mahrez out for Bruno, and I feel that Rashford is a little inconsistent, but he can pop in and goal, but he doesn't inspire me as much. But I think people are sleeping on Martial. I just wish from Ollie's perspective and for teams, just please play Greenwood. Greenwood is a great player.
All right, so I need advice from you chaps. I'm torn between so Fernandes is already in my team, Steve-O.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get another two.
Oh.
It's a goal from Aston Villa. It's a goal.
Oh, come on! It's Davis. Kevin
Who?
Davis? No, I said centre back. I think it's.
Yeah, exactly. Who? I've never heard of him.
Oh my God!
Owners, Davy P.
So, what happened here? Who got the assist? Who got the cross in? What's going on?
Someone. Okay, well, let's just see. Let's just see the replay. Someone shot, rebounded, and then the defender knocked it in. Let me rewind.
This is brilliant.
Right, let's. I'm about to see the free kick.
That Grealish on the ball on the right hand side, dancing around.
Yep.
And crosses over.
Oh no! So there's no assist.
There's going to be no assist.
Defender shot, saved, and then he scored the rebound.
Oh my God! What terrible defending! Oh my God! Wow.
I believe that is.
Wow, Hull, for all those 0.1% owners that have Hull,
mate, I am buzzing. If you're still in chat, let's hear your thoughts on Alonso right now. Really intrigued.
Well, I've got Alonso, but I'm staying strong right here. It's okay.
Up the Villa. Up the Villa.
Wow, what a very scrappy goal by Chelsea to concede. Wow.
Can see Tammy Abraham coming on at half time. I'm not joking, but that's probably not a bad thing for his owners because he could score here. This defense is to be got at.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Well, it's going to be a more open game now, so yeah, let's see. It's going to be goals galore here.
In fact, I would say. I was going to say I'd bring him on now, but it's showing 44 minutes. So yeah, might as well just wait. I wouldn't even give it. You know, they give it that usual 10, 15 minutes. I wouldn't even do that. I'd just bring him on at half time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on.
John Terry's celebration was very, very muted. He clapped quietly and then just...
someone on the sidelines just got a yellow card. I don't know which team. Unless it was this...
It'll flash up in a minute.
Yeah. So United assets. Fernandes, obviously most people have now. I've got him. I'm tempted. I'm not sure whether to go Rashford and Martial or Rashford and Pogba. It's Konsa who's got the yellow card.
Konsa?
But so out of those two combinations, which one does everyone prefer?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Who? Fernandes and...
Essentially, I'm going to get Rashford and Fernandes. I already got Fernandes. So which one would you add, Martial or Pogba? I'm siding to Martial right now. Something tells me I've got a feeling.
So you're not in the camp that they could keep clean sheets. You're actually thinking, I'd rather triple up with attack. You don't know which.
You've seen those fixtures.
I know. It's the same for me. It's so, but that's the thing. They're so inconsistent, United, when it comes to their players scoring. However, Martial, it's got the higher ceiling regarded points wise.
And Rashford, Rashford, as far as history goes, had a golden assist at Bramall Lane, and obviously, we like a bit of history, Steve. So yeah, he'll be coming into my team. The only problem is for me though, I will need to get rid of Jota, which I don't like, but
to be fair, I've got rid of him for the main simple fact that it would appear that even though it's quite worrying from an explosive perspective, we all know what he can do, but it's the fact that he's going to get taken off for Traore. Jimenez is going to be the main man until his wife gives birth, basically. That's what concerns me the most regarding Jota. That's why, okay, admittedly I've got him in my team for now, but I can happily sacrifice him and maybe go Jimenez and Rashford up front.
It will be a -4 for me, though.
Oh, you're thinking of taking the -4?
Yeah, it'll be Sterling and Jota to Martial and Rashford. Don't fancy Sterling at Chelsea.
Wait a minute, Lonzo with an effort. Hitting Tyrone Mings there. Gee whiz.
Yeah, ball came over, found Alonso in the D of the penalty area, swung his left foot at it, and it got blocked. And went away for a corner, I believe.
Blimey O'Reilly.
Which Dre Zero will probably see in about 3 weeks' time.
We've got a corner, guys.
Zapped. Oh, Kovacic with an effort there. Just gone wide.
Blazed wide, yeah. And that should be that. 40 seconds left of the first half.
Blimey, that's quick. Nice to have a game that's actually got some action in. Zap saying Alonso and Willian looking good, guys. Well, he's saying that they're looking good. Do you agree with that?
Alonso's looking involved. There's a difference between involved and good, though. He's not been doing much with it. Willian, I've not seen much of him, but Mount's done all right. Mount's looked lively.
I think Mount's been the best player.
I think if I'm in your shoes, Boona, I'd be getting in what you just said. Rashford, Martial and Fernandes, and I think I'm going to join you.
I think I will be,
I think that's what I'm going to be doing. And have Jimenez and Rashford up front. Sacrifice Wan-Bissaka. And that is half-time, everyone. Ending 1-0 to Aston Villa thanks to a goal from Davis. Who?
No.
But here's a question for you from Echo. Sun captain versus West Ham?
It's a goal by Courtney House, mate.
Oh, it's House with the goal?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So it's House with the goal. So, yeah, Sun versus West Ham, potential captaincy for Echo. Boona, what do you think on that? And what do you think about that G-Wiz as well, being a West Ham fan?
Is that someone in the chat?
That's someone in the chat, Echo, asking.
Yeah, oh, right. I thought you were saying you've heard an echo that I'm doing.
No.
That's what I'm doing.
Someone called Echo.
I'm doing the same.
You're doing the same?
I'm going Son captain as well.
Gee whiz, these guys have no confidence in your team whatsoever. What are you thinking?
They've only got form to base it on.
You'd be.
This is why I'm so glad that I've still got my wild card, because these next 2 game weeks are going to reveal a lot, really. Even the next 3. But I think I'll just wait for 2, see what happens. Because there's not. Didn't we say there was 9 game weeks left, or is it 8 now?
It's 8.
It's 8, yeah. So you know what I mean. What's the point in saving them all? And the other thing is, it's not like in the past, the FA Cup and all that would have interfered with the season in a way that would have brought double game weeks galore. This is the only double game week we're going to have. We know that. So might as well just crack on.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, if I do go that triple Man United route, Steve, that means I've got no Liverpool, which is a worry.
Oh.
And obviously, I want Mane at the moment as it stands before tonight's game.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm not too sure. That's a bit annoying, but I've just got a good feeling about United right now.
Do you reckon, for myself, actually asking you, Boona, now, So on screen at the moment, I've gone back to, based on what we're all talking about now, back to double Wolves defence with Bowley, Doherty and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I've got double Newcastle because of their fixtures. And how much is Nyland? 4.4?
3.
Oh, it's 4.3.
Unless he's gone up.
No, it's
I don't think he
4.3. Do you reckon a perma goalie of... not actually, no, I could do it. I could bring in Saiz, actually, and put in Nyland just for a backup goalkeeper, and I could have Saiz.
Who's your other keeper?
Pope.
Sure. Okay.
I
Is
think-
anyone considering Martinez now? 4.2.
Yeah, that's another one. How much is he? 4 million?
4.2.
It's 4.2 is the Arsenal's fixtures. Any news on
But
Leno?
Arsenal can't defend.
Yeah.
No, I think he's going to be out for a while, you know.
It's 4.2. Then upcoming fixtures are Southampton, Norwich, Wolves, Leicester. The next 4. The last 2 games they're very easily able to get potential clean sheets. Aston Villa, Watford. Yeah. Another player I was thinking about was Danny Ings. He's looking.
Oh yeah, he will score. Anyone who's considering for whatever reason getting rid of Danny Ings this week, because I've seen a few people to bring in, you know, a Wolves asset or whoever, I'd stick, because that Arsenal defence is. You've swore already, right? So you already lost your monetary. Yeah, it's wank. So yeah, I'd keep Ings. I think he could do really well this week. And Southampton have a really good record against Arsenal as well.
Yeah, they do. They do, and I can see Ings actually doing something versus Arsenal. I'm even considering, I mean, he's even thinking of just getting Danny Ings in for that fixture. I really am.
It's not a bad choice, mate, honestly.
Ahead of Rashford just for a one-off game, but it's a tough one to do. Dre, your thoughts on Danny Ings? Is he still
on form, and they're facing a very weak team called Arsenal. So all to play for, I guess, if you're having Danny Ings against a mid-table team like Arsenal.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm deliberately going to bring on FPL Little Saints here, because I haven't heard from this guy for ages. FPL Little Saints, are you there?
Hi lads.
Blimey.
Wow.
Hello.
It's
Long time no see.
It is Jason,
Bloody
isn't
hell,
it?
it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jason. Yeah, you sound a lot different compared to the last time we had you on. Probably this time last year.
Well, last year? Well, I won't say last year, but yeah, been a long time.
It has been a very long time. Where have you been?
Well, I was actually in England in March. Went over for my birthday, and then we had to rush back to Cyprus because of COVID. We just made it back into the country before they shut the borders. I had to sit into quarantine twice. A lot.
But where have you been over the past? We haven't heard from you on this show for literally months and months and months. Maybe before Christmas last year.
It was after Christmas, New Year's, yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
It's been a while. It has been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while, yeah. Well,
How you been?
For starters, let me say recently, I wasn't involved in anything virtual, so I was away from that anyway. I had quite a bit. I had my dad. He had an operation after the New Year, so I was like basically off radar, to be honest. Keeping up with FPL until obviously when everything shut down, and now that it's back and things are looking a bit better for me in real life. Try and make a comeback.
It does look like you've posted your team and team screenshots, and it is looking you're on 100+ points.
Yeah. Could have been much better, but I'm fairly happy with that.
Could have been much better in what sense? How do you mean? Who's not performed?
Well, Martial, Vardy. And because I haven't got a wild card, as you can see, 3 reds there. Triple up on City, no Liverpool in there. There's a lot to be done with that team.
So when you came into this game week, you had obviously unlimited transfers. Were you setting it up for the following 9 game weeks, or was it a case of just go all in on this double?
It was a sense of going all in, but I wasn't expecting three red players. So that's I was going to make one transfer. I was going to take out Mahrez and get Son in, and because I've got like 1.7 behind, like in the bank. So that was my plan. But now I don't know. I'm struggling now at the moment.
You're an Arsenal fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Unfortunately, at the moment.
Tell us about what happened yesterday, because that was tragic. I'm not talking about Leno. I'm talking about the result. It was awful.
I'll go even further back and go to the City game, actually, because when I saw the lineup for the City game, and in contrast with the lineup against Brighton, I'm thinking to myself, why didn't he start the Brighton lineup against the City game? But to echo just before I came on what you guys were saying, I would actually get Danny Ings, and he will be a very, very high potential captain for me.
Wow.
They that defense is tragic. Is just nice.
It's not a defense, is it? Really?
It literally do not. I know you're a Spurs fan. I know we've had chats in the past, or whatever. But seriously, that defense. Apparently we have 8 central defenders in our squad, and none of them. I wouldn't use any of them.
Yeah, no, your defense is woeful. It's a problem, definitely. It has been for many years, though. That's the problem. And you've signed players, but not good players. The only good thing for you guys is that you've got William Saliba will be coming next season.
Yep.
Who's been sent back on loan, but other than that, like the defense ain't great. You need to strengthen widely, and your central defensive midfielders are pretty ordinary too.
Yeah, well, apparently, if rumours are to be believed, and what I've been reading from over here in Cyprus, obviously reading like British newspapers and rumours and blah, 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 they're turning around and they're saying they're really confident that we've actually signed Upamecano and Partey for next year.
I've heard that, yeah.
If that's true, I'm all for it. Have Upamecano with Saliba right there in the back. Although there will be kind of inexperience, as in age-wise, but they can't be worse than what we've got now. Like David Luiz, all the experience he has, all the medals he's got, all the caps for Brazil, and then all this, that, and the other, and to do those schoolboy errors. That exact red card penalty situation, he's done that 3 times already this year. That's Liverpool, Chelsea, and now City. So, and he's supposed to be our experienced head at the back. That's just comedy in itself.
Do you think that talking of Danny Ings, you were just mentioning about him there? Do you think that Danny Ings is actually worth having for the rest of the 9 game weeks moving forward? Would you take him over Rashford, for example?
I haven't actually gone as far as looking at Southampton's all like to the end of the season. I've had a look, obviously, at Man U, because Man U have really like tasty fixtures. But again, it's like what you were saying before, Steve-O. Do you actually trust them to score goals? Like, would you pin a fiver and a bet on it?
No, the fixtures aren't brilliant, but Danny Ings is worth having for the last 3 games, definitely.
Yeah.
So they've got Arsenal at home, Watford away, then they've got a slightly tricky run. City at home, Everton away, United away, but then they end with Brighton at home, Bournemouth away, and Sheffield United at home, which isn't bad. A bit of a mixed bunch.
Yeah, Bruno, what you just said now, those first 3 games, if they win those games or get a decent amount of points out of it, they'll be safe by then, so they wouldn't really care, would they?
True.
But Danny Ings could score against anyone on his day.
Little Saints, what have you thought about the matches so far in the Premier League? We've seen 7 of them now, including this one. 8 of them now, including this one. Who's been any standout teams for you? Any players that have stood out to you?
Well, City is City, even though it was against, and we're just going to see them like tomorrow, so we'll have an assessment against. I don't think they're not scared of Chelsea or whatever. That they slap them anyway. Wolves, I like Wolves. They have still got. They're playing for Europe. Obviously, they can even get into the top 4 as well if they give it a good shove, and the fixtures are like in their favour. I didn't see the Man U Tottenham game because that was my girlfriend's birthday, and we went out for a meal, and I nearly got slapped across the face because I was looking at my phone all the time. So I want to watch that game back and have a look at that game. Apart from that, to be honest, it's everyone's still lethargic. Still, they still need a good run out. There's a difference between fit and then match fit. And with all these 5 subs and everything like that, it's still hard to actually pinpoint a player and to like go for the rest of the season. If you see my team at the moment, the only player I think I'm going to have up to the end of the season is probably Jimenez.
Yeah. I need to get Doherty and ASAP now.
Well, I've got Doherty, so that's all right. I've got that 12 points yesterday, so that was lovely. And obviously De Bruyne. He's the only player that will play all throughout the season up to the end. They can't afford to play without him, to be honest. He's the ringmaster. And I could actually say the same for Bruno as well, but not on that level yet. But he's leading up to
that. FPL Little Saints, it's been a pleasure having you on. Are you watching this game at the moment?
I'm not actually. I'm just getting ready because I'm gonna leave and go with my mini league rivals to go and watch the Liverpool game.
Give us a score prediction on that. What are you thinking?
Do you know what? I actually think that's going to be a 1-1.
Oh, why did you say that?
Because Salah hasn't featured in the pre games, right? In pre-season, the 2 pre-seasons they've done, leading up to the start. So I'm not sure how fit he would be or how up to it he would be. Obviously he's going to start. I think he's going to start.
Can I just say Giroud is still on the pitch at the start of the second half? Sorry to interrupt. So Tammy's not come on yet.
Well, I've got Mount, so what I've been hearing from you guys is that he's been really heavily involved. So
he has, yeah, he looked good.
Yeah, hopefully he does something, yeah. But I've heard rumors this past couple of days that Klopp is in the works trying to get Mbappe with a Mane plus money.
Oh my god! I just nearly went, oh my god!
I don't know if you guys have heard that.
I'll believe it when I see it. Any transfers involving big name players like Mbappe's level, I'm gonna just be calm, not think about it unless I see Mbappe hold the great shirt.
Well, that's what I've been hearing apparently, and apparently Mane's still worth 150 mil by himself, and we're talking plus money. So let's see what happens with that.
I mean, I guess it's a wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, but going back to your question, Steve, say Liverpool win the league against Crystal Palace next game week. What would you guys be doing? Because I'm seeing double ups and triple ups still on Liverpool.
I'm personally going to be sticking probably with Mane. I'll probably get rid of Trent and free up funds because I think from that moment onwards, I've said it all this time, I think there's just going to be a case of the players will be partying. I think they're going to be a bit... they're still going to have professional pride, but I just think there'll be a lot more rotation. I mean, Dre Zera, you're the Liverpool fan. Tell us. You'll be able to tell us more.
Before you do, though, Dre, for the purposes of audio, second half's kicked off. Chelsea with an early corner comes to nothing.
Okay, thank you very much, Boona. So, to answer your question, Steve-O, I would say, yeah, so we got Nico Williams, we got Larouci. They're quite capable fullbacks, so I can see rotation there. And to be fair, I mean, yeah, I'd say there's a more chance of that rotation at defence than at the attack, so you might be on the money there, Steve-O.
I think Klopp will obviously take it seriously throughout, but like players like Minamino, Lallana, Chamberlain, I don't know, whoever, various players in defence, I think they're going to get a bit of rotation. I think Klopp will just use it as almost like pre-season matches, to be honest with you, Little Saints with that. That's what I'm thinking anyway. That's why I think maybe sticking... Okay, Drezer, if you're going to stick your neck on the line here, if you were to choose 2 Liverpool players after they win the title, which 2 would you go for?
I would stay with Trent and Mane.
And would
they've been 2 of the most consistent players for Liverpool, in my opinion.
And would you actually advise someone like Little Saints here to go with those 2, or would you say that they're just the 2 players that you think people should go with?
I would advise. I can understand people going for Salah, but I just worry about Salah's commitment for Liverpool is not as like his work rate is not as good as Mane. So I would say Salah is more of a rotation risk when we win the title.
But what happens when they both go for the Golden Boot?
I think they'll both play the whole season, to be honest.
Nah, I think there'll be more rotation and attack. I could be wrong, but it's my opinion. I think the Golden Boot actually.
Tell you what, Mount is looking lively. Little Saints, you may be in for something today, because he is looking lively, isn't it, Boona?
He is. Is this a corner or is this a goal kick? Yeah, it's a corner. Corner to Chelsea again. Yeah, he is involved in everything positive at the moment. Willian on the corner right now. Steve's probably ready.
He's taking a short corner.
Oh my days, that was an absolutely shocking corner. He passed it to Grealish on the edge of the 18-yard box.
Jesus Christ. Little Saints, thank you for joining us, my friend. Enjoy the Liverpool game.
My pleasure. Hopefully I'll be back more often now.
Cheers, dude. Nice to speak to you.
Yeah. Have a nice one, guys.
You too.
Take it easy,
So it looks like Jamie Vardy's on top of the Golden Boot with 19 goals so far. Aubameyang's on 17, and then we've got Aguero on 16, Salah's on 16, and Mane's on 14. So they're a bit close there.
Wait a minute, Tracer.
I guess depends if they keep scoring goals, then maybe there will be a Golden Boot shootout. But
Aston Villa on the attack here. And Mount's just done enough. Yeah. What happened there, Boona?
So basically, there was a ball over the top from Aston Villa, and I can't remember who was at centre back, but they fumbled it. I think it's Christensen or Rudiger, one of them. And I think that new striker, that 4.5 Davis, was in some space, but he didn't have enough pace to do anything with it.
Paulie, are you there?
I am.
Are your thoughts on this game so far? I'm assuming you're watching it.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch first half though, so I'm making food, so I just turned it on. I don't know what happened or anything.
Are you aware of what happened in the... Did you watch the Sheffield United game?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Tell us your thoughts on that game.
It started off more or less the same as what Villa and Sheffield United game did from the other day, but Newcastle looked a lot more sharp than other teams that were. Newcastle had the most chances, but then there was the red card incident, and then it just seemed like Sheffield United were just trying to settle for 0-0 then. And then obviously they scored 3 goals. It was really poor defending for first goal. Don't know how we didn't even make contact with ball. Matt Ritchie scored a good goal. So I think Newcastle deserved it.
I don't know if you saw in the chat, but is St Maximin now an option potentially for the next 3 games?
They've got decent fixtures, haven't they, from what I can remember?
Yeah.
So if he's going to play like he did today, I can expect him to get some returns. It's just he's got Joe Linton up front, hasn't he? And is that like his first goal for ages? I think he scored ages ago and he hasn't done anything since. So if he starts firing, then it's going to be St Maximin that gives him ball.
Incredible effort, everybody. There's nearly 130 people watching this at the moment. I do appreciate everybody joining in. If you are enjoying the show, it's the usual story here. Just simply hit the like button if you are completely brand new around here. Enjoy yourself. Me and Jason do, and you are completely brand new around here. and you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Just simply hit the subscribe button. Drazera, what are your thoughts on the opening 10 minutes or so of this match, of the second half?
Feels very pinball-y. Looking at my screen, it seems like Chelsea is got the ball, but they're not really doing too much with the ball. I really think Chelsea need to make some substitutions if they're going to turn this back.
Gee whiz, there's a bit of an echo on your mic.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, I mute myself. I mute myself on stream, so it doesn't go out on stream.
Oh, apologies.
That's the clever thing about muting. Gee whiz, are you still there?
Yes, mate.
Mason Mount, he seems to be it's like Tobias is saying, is looking very, very lively. Maybe someone to look at moving forward.
Definitely. I would definitely, like I say, I'll definitely just take this game and the next game because I want to see if he's definitely held down a position in that team because they've got so many midfielders.
We had Aspilicueta there with a header there, Gee Whiz. Tame effort or?
Yeah, nothing to write home about, to be honest.
Can you see anybody else? Well, more to the point, what do you see this game ending? In fact, we'll start with Boona. How do you think this game will end?
So an interesting stat just came up a minute ago, Steve-O. In the last 9 games where Chelsea conceded first, or 10 games, sorry, they've won 1 and lost 8 or 9.
No,
so
wow.
They're either going to win this or lose this. They've not drawn any in the last 10 that they've gone down, conceded first. Barkley and Pulisic are coming on.
Yeah,
on the
I've just heard that. Pulisic and Barkley.
I think Chelsea will turn this around and get the win. I'm surprised Tammy's still not coming on.
Nice.
He will.
Yeah, I'm a bit.
I'm gonna go for 3-1 Chelsea. I think once they score a goal, the flood works. The flood, whatever.
You see, I'm thinking
will open.
I'm thinking 1-1. Paulie?
I think Chelsea will score at least. So either 1-1, 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay, G-Wiz?
Yeah, I'll go with definitely Chelsea scoring. Definitely. Yeah, 1-1.
So you're going 1-1 like me. And finally, Drazera.
Yeah, same as you guys, 1-1.
So we've got 2 people thinking Aston Villa are going to end up losing, and myself, G-Wiz, and Drazera thinking 1-1. Oh, some action going on there involving N'Golo Kante.
Kante puts the ball in. Giroud headed over the bout. I think he was playing rugby. He's gone for a try.
Have you seen any players so far in this first game week that have stood out to you?
Kovacic coming off.
Boona?
In this game, that's just Mason Mount.
Not this
honestly.
specific game, but just across the last 9 games, have there been any players that have stood out for you where you just thought, you know what, I'm thinking of bringing them in? Or is it all as you were?
We'll do the subs quickly first. Loftus-Cheek and Kovacic have gone off. Pulisic and Barkley on. With regards to your question, no one really. No one has really stood out massively, I don't think.
Paulie?
No one really screams that.
Anybody stood out for you across the last 7 games or so that you think, you know what?
I don't think he'll be an option, but one player that did impress me was that Davis for Aston Villa when he played against
Yeah,
he's got a good work rate.
Yeah, so he looks sharp, but he's an Aston Villa striker. I don't think anyone's going to go for him.
The only reason worth considering him is he's 4.5.
Yeah.
So is he playing? Go for it, Dre.
I was just going to say, I guess for me, even though in a losing effort in both games, I think Saka for Arsenal's been alright. I mean, he's a cheap enabler and he plays, and it seems like he starts the game. So he's impressed me in an otherwise very dire team.
You were talking about being in Hangouts earlier, Drazera and Boona. Do you want to tell the audience, for anybody that doesn't know how we're doing this, it's through Discord. It's our Elite FPL community forum. Boona, Drazera, tell the audience that are brand new to this why they should join Discord.
Go for it, Dre. The floor's all yours.
Alright, the reason why you should all join Discord is because we have so many topics, so many discussion, not only regarding fantasy football, but general football. You could join us in the Hangouts off this stream, just chat amongst all of us. We had a whole load of people chatting in the Sheffield United Newcastle game, and we accept anyone. So come along to the Elite FPL Discord. Link is on the Streamlabs that you can see on the chat there.
Yeah, brilliant. No, I completely agree. We talked about Kieran Davis, whatever his name is. He's just fallen foul to FPL General's 59th minute plonker. He's just come off at the 56th minute, and Ali Samata has come on.
Is that a segment in his show? Is it?
He's got a show after. It's called the 59th minute podcast.
Oh right. What is it? Just dedicated to players, or just like a play on words? Or
that's kind of the main focus of it, and then he talks about other things all relating to it, how his game week's gone and stuff. But he starts with a mention on anyone that's just fallen shy of the 60-minute mark.
Samata with a back heel there. El Ghazi going down looking for a free kick, but hasn't been given, has it?
No, it looked a free kick, but no, it wasn't given.
Bruno, I know we asked you on the night, but I've got to say, through the highlights, you seemed the draw on Friday night, wasn't it? And seemed a fair result in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely, because United were on the up as well. Nice little save there. Not safe. They carried it well. So I think on the balance, it was a fair result. I don't think we looked great. Harry Kane wasn't really existent. I'm keeping him in my team, obviously, because it's West Ham and, it's a decent fixture. He loves London derbies, but he did nothing. Even Son was quiet. United looked the more threatening when they had the ball. And if that game went on for another 5-10 minutes, we would have lost.
Son and Kane, obviously, you've got them in. You're a Tottenham fan. You're having a storming game week so far, and I mean an absolute stormer. You're on 111 points, which is just absolutely mad. Moving forward with Harry Kane and Son, is it really going to be, for these two, their last audition, this West Ham game?
What's the game after? Is it Sheffield United? I think it might be Sheffield
United.
Check.
They have got... yes, Sheffield United, Everton,
Bournemouth. Yeah, so I'm going to see how they do. I'm going to watch them really closely, see how they do against West Ham. Dele Alli's obviously back from suspension, so I'll be keen to see how Dele Alli gets put into the mix. I've got a feeling Kane could look better with Dele in the team. So if they do well, then they'll stay in my team definitely, because they're nice differentials right now, and on their day we know how explosive both of them can be.
I tell you what, your differentials have paid dividends. Jack Robinson, Nyland, Sterling captain, Lascelles, Fernandez, Jimenez, Saez. That just shows to me these high-scoring game weeks. It's not really down to these... Wait a minute! Pulisic scored!
Yeah.
Azpilicueta assist.
Aspi assist.
Yeah. Oh, 1-1.
Oh, gee whiz.
It just looked so simple. Ball crossed in from the right. It evaded one person on the penalty spot, found Pulisic on the far post, who slotted it in off the inside, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was coming. Good finish.
Is this going to set them off now?
Oh yeah, 100%.
In fact, it evaded two who were in the middle and found Pulisic on the far post.
He did well there because...
it's quite easy to flop those.
Few people in his way.
It is very difficult me clipping without not going mute, basically. So please do not panic. Any feedback, it's just me. It's nobody else but me, because I like clipping the show. If anybody else wants to do this, clip the show and just put out the fact that we're covering the game, please do. Saves me a job. Mr. Timestamps, Mr. Blue Nathan, I know you're here. Rather than watching the game, why not clip this show? Pulisic. People are talking about Pulisic. I jumped on him in virtual FPL. I think in real FPL I had him as well. He always kept ticking along with assists and goals here or there. Is he an option? Paulie, is Pulisic an option?
If you know that he's going to play regular, I'd have him in Chelsea for Chelsea. Yeah, I think I'd have him over Mount and Abraham actually.
What's this about substitute potentially going to be happening soon? Boona?
I missed
Well,
it.
Equator
If they
in.
did show-
And it's a goal. 2 goals in the
Giroud.
30
Giroud.
seconds. Giroud.
Aspilicueta with a second assist, and that will be full bonus. I'm just glad it's not Alonso.
Aspilicueta, oh my god!
I mean,
Wow.
I said 3-1. This could be 5-1.
I wonder how Alonso owners are feeling.
Let's not talk about it, G-Wiz.
Absolutely crazy. Listening in this morning again to FPL Surgery saying about how guaranteed starts for Chelsea. They said Aspilicueta followed by Abraham. Thanks.
Yeah. Chelsea's quality showing there.
It really is. And it's what now? Heads down for Aston Villa, do you reckon?
Yeah, game over. 3-1, 4-1.
Well, I predicted 3-2, a high scoring game. So, can you see Aston Villa getting anything?
No.
Oh, if they could stem the tide the next 10-15 minutes, maybe, but at the moment, it seems to be all Chelsea.
Do you think Abraham could come on and get us something? I mean, I'm not hopeful now.
I mean, Giroud's he will come on. I can put money on it. They want him to get some minutes under the belt. Giroud probably won't be fit to play a full 90.
Yeah. And I mean, what's the minute at now? How far are we into the game?
63-40.
Also,
still half an hour.
Hopefully, we've already had 2. Is that right? We've already had 2 goals from what do we call it? 2 substitutions. Sorry, so they've got 3 left, haven't they?
Yeah.
Do you think that? Is the ruling set that you have to make all 3 at one go?
No, so you can make for the 5 substitutions across 3 intervals. So if they wanted to make the other 3 together, they can. Yeah, if they wanted to make 5 together, they can. But they can't make them one at a time. They can only make the 5 substitutions across 3 occasions.
Yeah, so if they make 1 sub and then 10 minutes later make another, the last intermission will have to be 3 if they want to make the full 5.
Just to avoid time wasting.
Yeah, of course. Wow. It's, hopefully Grealish can do something because...
But then obviously if they use all 3 then and they only bring 1 on each time, they then can't use them final 2 subs.
Yeah.
Arioki, Giroud and Mount give a go game. Tammy can't do that. So many crosses coming in. Notorious Nerd, Giroud, get him in your team. Davey P with the sad emojis there. Tobias, come on, Grealish.
Oh, he should be happy. His football team, Chelsea's winning.
Very true.
Francis Logan, they'll probably bring on Pedro and Abraham for Giroud and William next.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Who got the assist for Villa's goal? Obviously, I didn't see it first.
There was an assist.
So there's no assist for the Villa goal and for Chelsea 2 Aspilicueta goals. That's right, isn't it?
2 assists.
No.
2 assists. Sorry, not. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Gee whiz, come on. This is an absolute downer now for Aston Villa. They're losing. Well, they drew. Would they be happy with this? Getting 1 point out of the 2 games? If you're
of course they would be happy. They conceded a goal and got away with a point.
Yeah,
of course they're going to be happy. Even I don't know if you've seen it, Steve-O, but I haven't seen it myself, but someone was telling me about there's a post-match interview with Jack Grealish. I think he's still on the pitch at the time, and he's basically just winding everyone up. Of course, it weren't a goal. The referee would have given it. Things like that. It was hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, in that interview as well, he did actually say that Grealish...
That free kick, they're giving a free kick on the edge.
Oh, it looked like a penalty.
Yeah, it looked like a penalty, yeah.
Hold on a minute. Whoa, let's start this conversation again. It's been a free kick given.
So, yeah, no, it's a free kick. On the edge of the 18-yard box, fouled by Willian on Grealish. It's not central, though. It's on the corner.
It's on the left-hand corner, the very exact corner of the left-hand of the penalty.
So it's not in a shooting position, then?
Yeah, the left-hand corner
it is, but it's,
of the penalty box.
Yeah, it's more of a cross kind of position. Where
it's one of them that you'll whip in, and if everyone misses it, it's in far corner.
No, it's Grealish taking it.
Oh,
it could be Hurahan.
I've just seen the foul, guys. Yep.
It's Hurahan.
Oh!
Courtney House with a header over the bar.
Yeah, this Courtney House guy, he's a beast.
Grealish been an absolute disaster. Do we reckon this double game week? I know we haven't finished it yet, but let's be honest here. I don't think they're going to get anything now.
How many points is he on?
Was it
5
4?
points?
Yeah, it'll be 5 if you don't get yellow carded.
I'll take that.
Oh, I don't know. Boona, Drazera, 5 points from Grealish over 2.
Shocking, really.
You would have replaced... So, in my team, I'm trying to think who I replaced him with. I can't remember, but they wouldn't have scored 5 points in their single game that they had, so it'll do for me.
I was expecting at least some form of attacking returns for Grealish.
Oh, actually, no, it won't do for me. I just remembered who it is, but I'm not saying.
Pathan saying the best fixtures team-wise are Man United, Wolves, Spurs, Newcastle. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. We've got a substitution here, Boona, for Aston Villa. Doubled substitution.
They're not showing it yet.
Hurahan's coming off.
Okay. Yeah, they're showing the highlights to the goals for now.
I believe Trezeguet's coming on. Trezeguet and Nakam coming on.
Nakam, yeah, Trezeguet and Nakam, but I imagine El Ghazi will come off and Hurahan. It's usually El Ghazi for Trezeguet, but we'll see.
What did you think of the Bournemouth game last night, Boone? It was Bournemouth gone.
Yeah, it is El Ghazi. Yeah, they've lost. I mean, Wolves should have a field day against them, really, which really begs the question: should I really be getting rid of Jota? I'm not sure it's the right move, for a hit, getting rid of Jota against Bournemouth. I think that's rash. Rashford.
I just went for a shave, says JC, and now Chelsea are 2-1 up. What the hell happened? Paulie, do you want to tell JC what happened?
Yeah, they scored twice. Quetta got 2 assists, and Giroud scored the second.
That's getting clipped.
Pulisic came and literally scored straight away.
Yeah, you didn't. And Shane McGuinness saying you went for a shave during the Chelsea game. What on earth were you doing, man? Well, why weren't you listening to us during that?
Yeah, could have had it in the background.
I've just had a subscriber come through. Thank you for the subscribe. If you are completely brand new around here and you haven't subscribed to us, please just simply hit the subscribe button. Myself and Jason do like to bring you live coverage from an FPL perspective for all things fantasy football going on in the games and everything. We do have our correspondents today. We got FPL Boona, we got G-Wiz, we got Paulie, we got Drazera. Yesterday we did nearly enough a 5-hour stream covering the... I've completely forgotten the games now. What were the games? What was the first game? I've completely gone blank. It was
Leicester, Watford.
No, the next one after that.
Brighton Arsenal.
No, we covered Brighton Arsenal and West Ham Wolves.
That's it. Yeah. And unfortunately, Jason can't cover the Liverpool Everton game. I'm afraid. There is a very, 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 very small chance that I may cover it. It's about as minuscule as 0.00001%, but stay tuned. is all I would say.
I translated that to I 100% will be covering it.
No, mate, when you have to wake up at basically when you're waking up at 3 in the morning, it's tough shutting down after doing the stream.
Have you got anyone in that game, Stephen?
Say it again.
You got anyone in that game?
Yeah, Mane. I went Mane rather than Trent. So
Okay.
I'm expecting now Trent to go mad and Mane to stay quiet, to be honest with you. That's what I'm worried about. Pay the pass saying needs Trent and Salah to do the business later today. I'm expecting them to do so. I said a professional job 2-3-0. Officially said 3-0 for that.
I can see it being tied to...
I think Everton will score, today.
I'm going 1-1.
Alexander Todorov asked about the prediction game on the website. Yeah, unfortunately, there seems to be a bit of a bug. I believe Jason does know about it. In fact, I'm going to message him now. For everybody in chat, what do you reckon on tonight's game? What's your prediction on tonight's game? Everton versus Liverpool. Just leave a prediction in the chat. Gee whiz, we probably asked you yesterday, but I'll ask you again. Tonight's game, what are you thinking?
2-0 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. Yeah, you expecting Trent to do much tonight?
Hopefully not.
Dre Zera, are you actually nervous about tonight's game at all? Or are you actually that confident that it's just going to be a walk for them?
Absolutely confident, man. We're going to destroy Everton. I'm going to get a load of points. 5-1, baby. Let's go.
Oh, your head's gone, mate.
5-1.
Look.
5-1.
Yeah, 5-1 is chill, man. Like, I've got to back my team in it. No. There's Delusion, there's me, Dre, and then there's Davey B's points, okay? Don't worry.
Hold on a minute.
It's 5-1 Dre will donate £51.
Well, let's pray to the FPL gods. 5-1, please. Lloyd AJ 2-1 Everton. Mr. Blue Nathan 3-2. Shano 83 3-0 Liverpool. 1-1 the Entrepreneur. Kinjanju Kamal 2-1 to Liverpool. So expecting Everton to score. I mean, Calvert-Lewin, is he an option moving forward? Or do you just think, nah, waste of time?
Oh, mate, anyone up against that Norwich team is an option. Calvert-Lewin especially. I think he could brace. I think he could brace next week.
Who's he got next week?
Norwich.
Oh, that's it, yeah. Oh, we've got a special guest, would you believe? Interesting indeed. We do have a special guest. It is... Hold on a minute. What's going on here? What's going on? Someone talk to me. What's going on at the moment?
Nothing. Willian was through. No. The defender at the ball. Willian was pushing onto me. Passed it back to Nyland, and Willian fell over like Davy P's FPL team, and then the rest. Yeah, as you were. 20 minutes to go.
How long? 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, about 18, 19, including stoppage. Can you get Tammy Abraham on already, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, James Banks said he was in the waiting room. I can't see him, mate. If you want to join in.
Hey, Steve-O.
Oh, he's there.
He's there, yeah.
Oh, sorry. He's been given permission. Oh, morning, James.
Hello. How are you? How's everybody?
Well, I want to ask you straight away, this successful mini-league you've created, have you enjoyed the fact that there's a lot of rivalries being created, especially with the whole Davy P situation?
I did not realise it was a Davy P situation.
he's basically your foundation of the mini league. He's right at the bottom, holding everybody up right now. I mean, he's having a terrible game week.
In a double game week, he decided not to play any chip.
Apparently, he's still got all his chips.
I was initially in that camp, if you remember, and then I just took a U-turn and got over 100 points. So happy I failed on Davy P.
Yeah, you're doing really well, aren't you, James? I was joking the other night that you may win it.
Yeah, I'm going to win my own money back.
And then change their mind to De Bruyne.
Hold on, G. Sorry, you would cut off James then. What did you say, James?
No, I said my goal's to win my own money back.
Yeah, it's all a fix. G, what was that about Henderson?
No, I'm saying U-turns are fine because there was some talk of somebody like captaining Henderson. they changed it to De Bruyne.
Yeah, so the rivalries at the moment, James Banger, basically G-Wiz here versus Jason, and we've got Davey P versus Boone. Well, basically the whole of the mini league versus Davey P at the moment. I'm feeling sorry for Davey P. I'm inviting Davey P on constantly to try and defend himself. He's not willing to do this. So yeah, you've cursed it, mate. You've really set it off, James.
Oh, how are you doing this week, Steve-O?
Well, if you rewind all the way to the start of the episode, you'll have seen me swearing because Egan sent off, Lundstrom not starting, Abraham not starting, waste of time.
If you look at the mini league, don't pay attention to the person who's just above David P. By the way.
Oh, is that you, by any
chance? Is it you, Paulie?
No, it's joint you.
Is it a niche?
No.
No. Oh.
It's Paulie. It's Paulie and Dereco joint on 53.
Dereco. Really? Right.
And just put into context, 53 points isn't bottom of our league. Yes, David P is on 35.
30. Well, James, are you expecting much for tonight's Liverpool game?
It should have goals, I reckon.
What's your prediction on the score?
2-1, 3-1 Liverpool.
I'll tell you what, Davey P's very unlucky. Alonso, but it's his opposite teammate that's got the assist. Mason Mount being really, really active, got nothing out of 2 goals. Abraham not starting. Disaster.
Yeah, I really hope he comes on because he's got Fernandes 7 points coming on otherwise.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Mount could have had 2 goals this game.
He's done well.
Oh, cross sent into McGinn there. Good effort. Good effort.
Yeah.
Where are you at the moment, James, in the mini league? Do you know?
I have no idea. I can take a look.
15th.
15th still, is he?
15th according to the live FPL, yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about like from yesterday. I'm just wondering where he is because I can't get it up from live FPL. I'm 40. I've dropped down to 42nd after I was. Oh, here you are. You're 34th as of last night, but that's as of last night. Right now, you're on 99 points. That's setting aside bonus points. Lascelles coming in for you today. Who else is there? It's just been Lascelles and you got Samata, Grealish, Target.
And Target.
Oh, you had Pepe.
Pepe came through second game.
What are you expecting from Aguero tomorrow?
Screw off.
In the first time around.
Tammy on. Sorry to interrupt you.
At that very same second, it's just hit me that if Tammy comes on, it doesn't affect my Lascelles coming off the bench. Because remember, I had that dud pick of Socrates. I just forgot about. So with Cantwell first on the bench, he will replace Abraham, and then Lascelles will replace Socrates. So I was panicking over nothing, and just as the penny dropped, I looked up to see Tammy coming on.
Oh, there's Tammy.
Giroud going off. That's amazing.
What are your thoughts on this? Right, I'm sorry, Davey P, but if you're not willing to come on air, I'm willing to oust you. David P saying, I felt that the unlimited transfers was unfair to those playing by the original rules of the game. Well, hold on a minute here. We're all in the same boat. In fact, people like you, myself, have the biggest advantage possible where we could have just used the unlimited transfers, loaded up on double game week players or however you wanted to play it, and then play your wild card in game week 31, and you could have just...
He didn't have his wild card. David didn't have his wild card.
We didn't have his wild
everyone
card.
had... Everyone was in the same position, so that's just bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah, he's got all the chips. He chose not to play him, and he's got what he deserved. Sounds harsh, but true.
Everyone was in the same position. Everyone got unlimited transfers. Everyone chose to do their own thing. You just chose to do it in a shit way.
Yeah.
It's like this. Like, so if everyone gets 100 quid by Elite FPL, by FPL, right? And then Davey just chooses not to take 100 quid. Well, unfortunately, it's Davey's fault. I'm sorry, but it's completely Davey's fault here.
Davey, you do, like I said, you have the option to come on, defend yourself, and talk to the nation about this because we want to hear from you.
He said earlier on that
he'll do it at the end of the game week.
Yeah, we'll hold on to that.
Yeah, exactly.
So whichever stream after the Man City game, I suppose we'll hear from him after them.
On a minute, Chelsea on a counter attack here. Talk us through it, G-Wiz.
It's 3 against 2,
Everyone's
4
back
against 3, and everyone's come back now. Yeah, it's just going to peter out. But Chelsea still have the ball, crossed in from the right, deflected out for a corner.
Come on, I'd love Abraham to score versus his former club, albeit on loan, but you know what I mean. That would be absolutely fantastic. It would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, actually, I want Abraham to do something now that I know that he doesn't affect me in the sales clean sheet. Yeah, come on, son.
Davey saying that hardly anybody would have been able to load up on double game weeks without the limited transfers. Yeah, but as Lewis Kirkby said, this is the point, David. This is why we want you on air. The thing is that we were all in the same boat. That's the thing. That's the thing. We were all in the same boat, and some people didn't even choose to go with the unlimited transfers. They decided to go with free hit instead.
That's me.
Yeah, there are quite a lot of people in your boat though, G-Wiz, that played their free hit. They were playing throughout the blank game week, so to speak. Their transfers building up for the potential return of the season, and then we all found out what was going on. I
want to say before I forget, I understand where he's coming from with all this. It's unfair. The game shouldn't have allowed unlimited transfers. But at the same time, because for me, for example, I had me free hit, my second wild card, and my bench boost left. And at the time, we was all trying to fit in triple Wolves and triple someone else. I can't remember for some blank game week that didn't happen because of the COVID. And I'd already set my team up in a great position for that. But having said that, when the game stopped and they gave us the chance to do transfers between the game stopping, or shall I say just during lockdown, then I took advantage of that. I brought in the likes of Fernandes, De Bruyne, etc., etc. He chose not to do anything like that. That's fine. But to have that view and not do anything about it, it's just not on. It's just not on. In a double game week, you cannot afford to not play any chips and expect to keep up with everyone else. It's not going to happen.
So, playing devil's advocate here, could you argue though that actually, okay, he's had a rubbish game week, fine, whatever. Let's just say he's got 30 odd points now. Let's just say, for argument's sake, Salah, Mane, Trent Alexander all go mad. He ends up on 60 points, right? He's still got all his chips left. He's set up. He's set up moving forward. Is he then going to be... Are we all going to be having humble pie then? Are we all going to be eating humble pie and he's the one that's then rubbing his hands with glee? You know...
Boys, can I just say something? Something quite interesting.
120 points. So how's he going to make up the 60 points difference?
I need to add to the woes. I really need to interrupt you. And I don't know how accurate this is, but the COP HQ, who I have blocked on Twitter... Well, FPL Tips has just retweeted, and apparently they're usually quite accurate. They've apparently tweeted that there's going to be no Robertson or Salah starting.
So I didn't actually hear that. I didn't. Someone subbed.
So apparently the COP HQ have tweeted. I've blocked them, so I can't see it. But FPL Tips has retweeted them saying they're saying no Robertson or Salah starting.
Oh, the team lineup should be out now, though.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Milner, Fabinho, Henderson, Keita, Minamino, Mane, and Firmino.
Minamino, baby! Minamino!
Baby!
Robertson isn't even on the bench.
Oh my god.
Minamino, baby!
So no Salah.
And this is why Steve-O has said to keep
Can you read out the Everton team news? It's up on screen at the moment. If someone could just read out the Everton team news, if you've got it in front of you. I'm going to find this. Unfortunately, they haven't actually released... I haven't actually seen the Liverpool team news yet come up on Twitter. Oh, here it is here.
Yeah. I'll read
Yeah, so we've got Pickford in goal, Coleman, Holgate, Michael Keane, Lucas Digne, Tom Davies, and Andre Gomez. We've got someone on the right midfield called Gordon, who I have no idea who that is. Iwobi on the left, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison up front. They've got Virginia, Stecklenburg, Bain, Sigurdsson, Bernard, Keane, Martina, and some 2 randoms on the bench. And Liverpool team.
Stop! Hotter with an effort.
Oh!
Just gone wide.
Just wide. The Liverpool team's been read out. So, yeah.
Blimey.
Has Davey P said anything in the chat in regards?
So yeah, the Liverpool team news is up on screen at the moment. There we are. There's confirmation.
Davey P. Yeah.
Sorry, Dre.
I was just saying. Davey P has just said. Least I stick to my own guns and follow my own advice, unlike others. Meow.
I'm not sure that's a good thing, mate.
Oh my goodness! Wow. That's like saying that. Hey, at least I always back myself. Making mistakes, then maybe advice is important. I don't know. I'm just like.
Well, when it comes to Davey P, hashtag don't play your own game.
Oh my god!
Have a game to play at least.
Disguised saying here though that Mane may not start against Palace now. Salah not starting here. Now my understanding is that Salah's been a bit iffy in training, not starting many. It's probably down to injury. He's not going to drop Mane, is he?
No, Mane's their talisman.
Yeah, no,
he's the main man.
It's not a
Not
drop
until they
replace
secure the
situation,
title.
It's more of a fitness or slight.
Yeah, Salah didn't train midweek properly, so that's all it is. They'll go full strength against Palace, injuries permitting, 100%.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Echo saying Stevie should be happy with Mane. He might have a party tonight. No, well, we'll find out. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. For all I know, it could be Minamino, Firmino, and Keita getting the goals, and assisted by Milner, Van Dijk, and Henderson. Who knows?
Do you know what's funny? David Peeps probably started dreaming off Fernandes or Lascelles points off the bench. Tammy comes on. He'll be doing the same, and then Salah will come on.
Yeah. Salah on the bench? Oh, he is.
Yeah, he is on the
bench.
Yeah, it's Robertson that's not on the bench.
I'm looking forward to him coming on against tired legs.
Blimey. Does that team news change your opinion, Trazer, or are you still going with 5-1?
4-1.
It's still strong enough, isn't it, to win?
Mm-hmm. We had a weaker team against Everton the other way around, and we beat them 5-1 or 5-2. It's chill. It's alright, don't worry. I don't know who this Gordon guy is. It's fine. That's fine. It's chill.
He's going to score a brace, mate.
Nah. I'm embraced for no brace from Gordon. Don't worry.
Nyland with the save point. You'd love to see it.
Almost every team seems to have a surprise player.
Reece James coming on.
Oh, yeah. Just so you know, guys, there's 153 people. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? Like this video now, and if you're new, subscribe to Elite FPL.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you are enjoying this, just simply hit the like button. I completely agree with you here. If you want to do this instead, hit the like button if Davey P's done the wrong option of with his team, basically. But no, in all seriousness, no, it's been great, everybody joining us. It's been an incredible effort here. Over 150 people watching. But yeah, go for it, Boona.
No, it was a bit of a show off moment. For the moment, and this won't last, I'm currently joint top of the James Band Cash League.
Oh, you. Tobias was doing well, and so was John Harris.
John Harris is on 1-1-2. I'm on 1-1-3. Vish and John both have 4 players to play. I've only got 2. But captaincy could come down to it. If Sterling does really well, they haven't got Sterling captain. They've both... Oh, no, Vish does. Vish has Sterling captain, and John has De Bruyne. Quite tight up the top, actually.
Are you happy with the competitiveness so far, James, on this mini-league?
Yeah, it's great that everyone has literally something to play for at this late stage of the season.
Certainly a great incentive for people like myself that had nothing to play for, now have something to play for.
Myself as well. I've had a jump of 700k.
Yeah, I don't know how far I've jumped up in the overall rankings, but did Lundstrom come on as a sub just of interest?
He did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. That's all right.
He got 0 points though because they conceded 2 after he came on.
He played well.
He played well.
Yeah, so he came on for no.
He was attacking much more than Berger, the player he replaced.
Amari saying we never walk alone. One love from Jamaica. Hello, welcome. Don't recognise the name here. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Fire Talk. I'm not enjoying the way Sunday's turning out. Nope, nor am I. Archie Kendall, come on, Abraham. Sorry, mate, he's blanked. Absolutely, he's wasted. Lampard is going to be setting up shop now. He's not going to be wanting to maybe hit him on the counter attack, but there's no chance that Abraham's going to do anything. I'm hoping he will, as an Abraham owner, but no chance. Absolutely no chance.
Everyone, watch out for Keita today. Dread FPL has him.
Keita? Why? Dread FPL's got him. Why?
He's got a hunch. Plus, you only had so much
basically
money.
because of the 5 subs, he knows that he's going to get some time.
Fair point.
That's a show me the man here pick, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
Davey P has just said, I don't. Well, thoughts, lads?
You're right, mate. You don't. Your season's over.
Oh my god.
Hashtag brutal Bruno.
I mean, Gabriel Derop, all my differentials failing. Join the club. Join the club. Absolutely useless. And I'm like, Jack Grealish here.
I wouldn't get excited.
He's been fouled.
That's a foul by Kante. Kante, yellow card.
Yellow card here.
Cynical foul, but yeah, you needed to do that to be. He's not in a dangerous position either.
Could see that was going to happen a mile off.
Oh, hold on a minute. What's going on here? Someone's grabbed him by the neck. Oh, here we go. It's all kicking off. What's going on here? Someone tell us. What's going on?
Oh. Grealish isn't happy.
Grealish and Rudiger's having a go.
Flaming out.
There was a bad tackle on Grealish.
Grealish is showing his big thigh.
He's got stud marks all the way down his thigh.
What's he
Rudiger got a
expecting to
yellow
get out of
card
this? A
for
red
it.
card or?
He got a yellow.
Is that Kante?
He was initially
Yeah,
pissed off at Kante, yeah.
Absolutely laughable. For anybody joining us, there is no
I think they
Salah.
should give Grealish a yellow card, eh?
Hey?
I said, I think they should give Grealish a yellow card here.
He didn't do anything wrong.
No, but I don't have him in my FPL team. So.
Well, the game is coming to an end now. We've only got a few more minutes left. Is that right? Maybe like.
It's probably the last passage of play. There's time's up. Plus, probably they're going to play another minute, I'd say.
If he puts this free kick in net, Grealish gets assist onto it as well.
Trezeguet's
As soon as this goes over the bar, it's going to be final whistle blown.
That's going in the net.
That was a real scuffle between Rudiger and Grealish, isn't it?
Straight at keeper.
Yeah, it was shocking, wasn't it?
Welcome back, Ramsey Sinclair. You've missed that there's no Salah. No Salah for Liverpool.
Just like my diet, no salad, no salad.
Yeah.
And that's full time. Bonus as it stands: Aspi 3, Giroud 2, Pulisic 1, and I can't imagine that staying. That changing. Sorry.
Jack Grealish just got booked.
What?
Oh my god!
He did. Get in.
He always gets one in the last minute.
Man,
Full time.
Unbelievable. Bilal saying, what a bad games for fantasy football. Yeah. That is...
I think Bruno disagrees with you, Bilal.
That yellow card sends me top of the cash league. Gostovic had him.
Oh, you're joking.
Only temporarily.
Absolutely unbelievable. Right then, everybody. Right then, I think I'm going to call it an end to the stream. That was Aston Villa versus Chelsea. I'll do the usual thing. So let's just get it out of the way. I give all my moderators or anybody that comes live on air a final opportunity to say something. So we'll start in. Well, we'll have to start in these chronological order here. Boona, any final words before we go?
Hashtag pray for David.
Cheers, Boona. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
There's FPL Boona. Fantastic. Drazera.
Yes, so I just want to say thank you everybody for watching, and thank you to everyone for watching the stream, and remember, continue supporting Elite FPL! Thank you, and see you later.
Thank you, Drazera, for that. Gee whiz, it's the same old. Can you follow up that there?
No, I just wanted to say thanks for having me, Steve-O. Even though we're not having a stream, we'll be covering the Everton-Liverpool game.
Well, I wouldn't be... to be honest with you, I'm happy. How many people are going to be in the Hangouts or would be going into the Hangouts?
Don't know. I mean, I'll be in there for one. So we get usually about 6, 7 or 8, something like that.
Interesting. So just a reminder, everybody, if you want to talk with various members of the community, you're more than welcome to jump in on the Hangouts and speak with people like G-Wiz, Boona, Drazera, etc., etc. G-Wiz, thank you.
Take care. See you later.
Cheers, dude. There's G-Wiz. Mr., as you're now known, James Bang Mini League.
Yeah, I don't know how that name came up because I named it Elite FPL, like Gameweek 30 Mini League.
Well, it's the same with everything, isn't it? It's the classic thing of, someone says something and it's just the immediate thing of the easiest thing to say is, it's the James Bang Mini League.
But yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone for joining and good luck to everyone, especially David P.
Yeah, it's been an absolute disaster for him. Cheers, James. Thank you for coming on.
Cheers, Steve-O.
And finally, Paulie.
Yeah, I was basically going to say what G-Wiz just said about Hangouts, if there's not going to be a stream. So if anyone wants to get in there, just join by the link that will be underneath the video and in the stream box on the right-hand side, and come and chat.
Do you know if Daily Llama will be in it or not?
I'm not sure.
If Llama, if you're watching this now, right? Llama, if you're watching this right now, let me know and do a Llama Lounge. Do a Llama Lounge for the Everton-Liverpool game. It'd be great. It'd be great to hear tomorrow because they're always fun. But here's Jason. Oh, I need to unmute him, don't I? Hold on a minute. Have I? No, he's unmuted. Jason! Is Jason going to speak? He's come in the waiting room. No, he's not going to speak. Is he speaking to you, Paul?
No.
Ah, there he
Hello?
is. Jason, you're struggling with your microphone there.
Hey, hello.
It's been a disaster of a Sunday, basically. It's been terrible.
What do you mean? Oh, I mean, yeah, everything. Let me just mute the stream a second. Yeah, I've not seen any of the games. I've been driving back from Birmingham after a real intensive day. I got the scores from Pete, my mate, who I rang on the way back after. And yeah, I thought it was joking when he said that Egan got sent off and Sheffield United conceded 3 goals. I was like, what? I was like, what? And it was like, yeah. So that happened. I was great. So I had Grealish to look forward to in this game. And when I saw that it was I think it was, forgive me if I'm wrong, but am I right in saying that Aston Villa scored first or did Chelsea score first?
No, Aston Villa did score first, yep.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, maybe Aston Villa could really take the game to Chelsea. Maybe Grealish could get some points. And I checked and I was like, oh, no, he hasn't. And then listening into your stream just a minute ago, just hearing that Grealish picked up a yellow card literally in the last kick of the game, typical. Absolutely typical. Of course, I had Egan in my team, got -3. Absolutely just takes the biscuit, really. I'm very surprised. Well, I say I'm not that. I mean, Salah was kind of a little bit carrying an injury coming out of this pre-resumption friendlies and all that. So I can see why he's been rested for this. Probably will come on in the second half. Mane got in my team now to save me, because I know a lot of people have taken out Liverpool players to be able to afford the likes of Aguero, Aubameyang up front, you know, and maybe even like Son or Bruno and things like that, combinations in midfield. So I'm really looking forward to Mane performing today. Absolutely, I'm absolutely knackered.
Jason, he won't. My differentials, all of them have failed. Mane's another differential. He's going to fail. It's the curse.
Mate, I will make a special prayer for the FPL gods just for you, my friend. Okay, and I tell you what, if he comes through, then you owe me. But I'm absolutely knackered. I'm so, like, literally, for those of you who don't know, I was doing my compulsory basic bike training today. So yeah, really, really well. But obviously so much information to take in. My brain's fried, and I'm not going to lie, my body's not used to sitting on a motorbike for so long. I was about for 2.5 hours or whatever on the roads, and like, you're using muscles that you don't normally use. So my legs are aching. I'm just going to chill and watch the game, and then I'll be back tomorrow to do a stream. We'll talk about the stream schedule for next week, but I'm in the evenings I'll be free, so looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to getting on the bike on Wednesday night as well. That'd be awesome. Get the bike Wednesday, and I'll take some photos, guys, and post them on Discord. And someone mentioned about doing some bike streams. Who knows? Maybe not stream on the bike. Maybe we'll record some videos on the bike in future. I don't know, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah, grateful for you for the coverage. Grateful to all the people that have tuned in to today's stream as well. And yeah, get that like button smashed, guys. Let's hit 100 likes, shall we?
Yes.
There's quite a few tuning in right now. There's no reason why we can't get to 100 likes. Come on, guys. Takes 2 seconds.
Do you know what? I'm gonna announce it now. To hell with it. I'm gonna do a stream. I'm gonna go through Everton versus Liverpool. So I'm gonna go off air now. I wanna clear off.
Oh,
and
dude.
And everybody that's gonna be in that dash, whatever I completely forgot what it's called. What's it called, Jason? On what they Hangouts. You're all coming live on air. Yeah. You're all coming live on air. I don't want to talk. FPL Boona, various others. I'm going to cover the game, and anybody that's going to be in that. Hangouts.
Did you have James Bang on a minute ago as well?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, absolute legend. Hey, Paulie, by the way, how you doing, mate? You right?
Just listening. I'm still here.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Awesome, Steve-O. Oh, great. I can just lay down and listen to you covering that game. It'd be awesome. I'll come back onto Discord as well towards the end of the game and have a chat about what's happened, and when Mane scores that trick and all that. I might be on a bit sooner, but yeah, sounds good.
Excellent. Jason, I'm going to get off air now.
All right, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers, Jace. Paulie, cheers for that, and yeah, you'll be live on air in the next few minutes.
Yep, no problem. See you in a bit.
Tell everybody that I'm doing it, all right?
Yeah, I will do.
And I'm dragging them in, by the way, or tell them to come into the waiting room, basically.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'll message them now. All right.
There's Paulie, everybody. So you heard it here live first. I will be covering the Everton versus Liverpool game. So on that note, cheers everybody for watching this Aston Villa versus Chelsea stream. It is up on screen at the moment. It ended 2-1 thanks to goals from Pulisic and Giroud, assist by Azpilicueta, both of them, and it was Davis with the opening goal for Aston Villa. Being an absolute shambles so far. What's going to happen in the next half an hour or so? Stay tuned. We're going to be going live at approximately 5 to 7ish. I'll hit the music. You can all chat, and we're done. Make sure you share the tweet as well when I tweet it out. Cheers, guys. See you later. Well, see you in 10 minutes.